What am I angry about today? The fact that yesterday was Juneteenth and white people were mad about it.
Bombastic side eye.
Hey guys, how are you all doing? It's your girl Cindy. Welcome back again to another video. I trust you guys are having a good time today. If you are coming across this channel for the first time, hi, thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. So we are still in the month of June, and of course black people celebrated Juneteenth. It did not sit well with some people. We have seen some reaction videos which I have reacted to. Synergy Auto Care. We saw the video. But I just want to ask, did y'all see what President Donald Trump posted on Truth Social about Juneteenth? If you haven't seen it, I just want us to talk about it. And of course, I'm going to show you a few videos from white people talking about Juneteenth. Stay with me, guys. Now, here on your screen is a screenshot of what President Donald Trump posted on Truth Social. He says, too many non-working holidays in America. It is costing our country billions of dollars to keep all of these businesses closed. The workers don't want it either. Soon, we'll end up having a holiday for everyone's working day of the year. It must change if we are going to make America great again. I also came across Charlie Kirk's video about Juneteenth, which I'm going to show you. And of course, I'm going to show you other videos, people reacting to his video and President Donald Trump's post. Stay with me, guys. Let's see these videos. And of course, I'm going to show you some screenshots of comments. Someone said in the comment section that white people love to celebrate Cinco de Mayo, but draws the line at Juneteenth. Check these videos out.
Okay, I need opinions and advice from my black friends, okay? So today was my twin boy's 17th birthday, and we went to an escape room, and then we went out to dinner. And while we were out at dinner having pizza, this black man, husband and wife, walked in, and they were wearing their, like, June 19th t-shirts on. And I said, when they walked in, I was like, oh, happy June 19th. And my teenagers cringe. They were like kicking me under the table, and they were like, Mom, shut up. Like, I'm not, they're acting like I'm saying something offensive or bad, and I was just like, oh, look, they're advertising that they're celebrating, and so I'm gonna celebrate with them or recognize it. And is that a bad thing? Is that an awkward thing? Is that a weird thing? Do I not have street cred? I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for, but do I not have permission as a white person to tell black people happy June 19th? Am I not supposed to say happy? What am I supposed to say? Because I want to recognize them and celebrate them. Okay, so now my boyfriend is like, you can't say black people, you should say African American. But what if they're not African American? What if they're Jamaican American? What if they're Cuban American? And is it not...
That's a whole nother ball of wax.
That's a whole nother ball of wax. I want to be able to celebrate their history, and if it's important to them, I want to recognize that, and it be important to me too. Help a sister out. Help a white girl out.
So my husband had to run to the bank today, and when he got to the bank, it was closed. He's like, why is it closed today? Because it's Juneteenth Day. And I said, what is Juneteenth Day? And it's a day in celebration of sin, really, because sodomy in God's sight is sin, and it's a sad day. And I'm thankful that...
Are the Christians okay? Like, fucking for real, are they okay? I'm literally trying not to crash the fuck out over this video, and I'm not going to say much more than that. But the fact of the matter that a straight white Christian lady stood on their platform yesterday talking about how the bank is closed for Juneteenth, and then that sodomy is a fucking sin because she thought it was fucking equivalent to pride, should show you everything you need to know about how dangerous and dumb the Christian movement is that's happening in America. Y'all about to make me crash the fuck out.
Juneteenth story time. Yesterday I had to go to the post office to update them with my legal name, and there was an older gentleman at the counter being served. Rough estimate, 900 years old, just eyeballing it here. And as he was being served, the lady had to tell him, oh, tomorrow we're actually closed. There's a holiday. And so you need to get this done today. You can't come back tomorrow. And he's like, holiday? What? Holiday? What holiday? I don't know that there's a holiday. There's no holiday tomorrow. And she's like, no, sir, it's Juneteenth. And he's like, Juneteenth? Juneteenth? What the hell's Juneteenth? Oh, is that the Indian one? And her response is, yeah, it's the Indian one. For fuck's sake.
What am I angry about today? The fact that yesterday was Juneteenth and white people were mad about it. Literally mad about Juneteenth. Do you know what Juneteenth is? That's when the black people in Galveston, Texas, found out that they were free 2 years after they were free. They were slaves for 2 years longer than what they should have been. This is a day we should all remember. This is a day we should all take off work. Everything should be closed. If we celebrate one day, one legitimate day in our history, let it be Juneteenth. But no, the president had to get on and say that we shouldn't have as many holidays because he wants all of our American asses working as much as they can fucking work. And he doesn't give a shit about black people and what they've been through and the true history of what we've done to black people in our history. He doesn't want anyone knowing.
So listen, it's actually diabolical and crazy that people get upset that people celebrate Juneteenth or expect black Americans to have a day off on Juneteenth. But we think it's okay to celebrate 4th of July, which was our independence from the British. But we can't let the people in our own motherfucking country that we tried to oppress and take everything from celebrate their day that they gained independence from us. And even after they were free from slavery, we still wanted to do segregation, redlining, and everything up until today, right? So we didn't fully give them freedom. We just gave them half freedom, and we still can't even let them celebrate that day. That's crazy, ain't it? That's crazy. That's crazy. Juneteenth is just as important as Mother's Day, Father's Day, 4th of July, Labor Day, Veterans Day, all them days, okay? And it's damn sure more important than Halloween, Valentine's Day, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, because not everybody believes in Christianity. And that's valid, because not everybody has to believe that this guy named Jesus was born on Christmas Day. But what happened in Galveston, Texas was a factual piece of information. There is no debating that. So how about y'all just shut the fuck up and let us celebrate Juneteenth? Support black-owned businesses, support your fellow black American loved one, and let it be a great day. Thank you.
This is a message for the white people who don't understand or care about Juneteenth. Now, you might think, like the president, it's a holiday that isn't worth honoring because it doesn't have anything to do with you or white people. Or you might wonder why we white people have to be reminded of that inconvenient, uncomfortable thing, chattel slavery, that happened so long ago. Aren't we past that? No, we are absolutely unequivocally not past that. But years ago, I would have agreed with you. And I have 3 thoughts on that and a bonus thought for the woke people at the end. But first, so you know that I'm not an out-of-touch liberal elite. This is where I'm from. This is my favorite football team. Go Tigers. My first concert. This is what I do for fun, and this is what I drive. Now, number 1, I know we didn't create slavery, but we still benefit from racism. It didn't end with emancipation. It didn't end with civil rights movement. It didn't end with Obama's election. It always just shifts, first from sharecropping and then to Jim Crow, then redlining and mass incarceration. Remember, it used to be illegal for black people to just exist in public. And those people are still alive. Recently, the Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville, I was there counter-protesting. Voter suppression of black and brown neighborhoods and police shootings of unarmed black men are just a few of the many examples of present systemic and active racism in our country. This is real. Number 2, I get why you wouldn't want to think about all this. It's awful to face the truth that racism is real and that we actually don't live in a meritocracy. We want to believe in the American ideal, which is great, that all people are created equal, and that as such, our effort and hard work define our success, not our race. And to admit that racism is real and systemic dismantles this worldview that we had that said that we, white people, earned everything we got. But deep down, you know that's not true, right? Ironically, white people have been the beneficiaries of the very thing they don't like about DEI, preference and the benefit of the doubt based on skin color. Number 3, and most importantly, This does have to do with white people. Slavery and racism is a shared heritage in this country. And until everyone is truly free, we are all in some form imprisoned by systemic racism. As Ruby Sales says, white people are inheritors and benefit from a death-driven system. And that has real spiritual consequences. Juneteenth may be a celebration of emancipation and freedom for people who are enslaved and their descendants. For white people, it can be a day to lament and repent and consider ways we've benefited from this system. And for Christians, see if how we live and who we support lines up with what Jesus said about love, justice, and mercy. And one final note, we're all on this journey of understanding together, and everybody gets to start somewhere. I've said and done things I deeply regret, and I still make mistakes. And I'm grateful for the black and white people who didn't shout me down or tell me to check my privilege, but instead put their arm around me and taught me and shared with me and treated me with grace and empathy and tenderness and mercy. We all have a long way to go, and we need each other to get there. I love you, all of you, and I'll see you out there.
MAGA's white supremacy is a feature, not a bug, and President Trump just proved it once again by ignoring Juneteenth. Every single year during Trump's first term, they recognized Juneteenth with a proclamation and social media posts. Trump even took credit for making Juneteenth very famous, saying that nobody had even heard of it before him. But Juneteenth 2025? Crickets from the White House. Trump actually complained about there being too many federal holidays. Could you imagine if he said that about the 4th of July? Every time I talk about the white supremacist ideology that is driving immigration and DEI policy, a bunch of white people jump into the comments yelling at me that this is not about race, this is about law and order and fairness. Okay. Explain ignoring Juneteenth then. MAGA has always been about white supremacy. The same forces that were behind Trump going on The View in 2011 to question the legitimacy of Barack Obama's birth certificate were behind his Muslim ban and are behind current immigration and anti-DEI policies. So many of y'all just keep ignoring the blatant white supremacy, so they just get bolder and bolder with it. Be sure to keep that in mind in a couple of weeks when everybody is super jazzed about America's independence and freedom, because let's be honest, y'all, the only thing more American than hot dogs and apple pie is slavery. And the most patriotic thing you can do is celebrate Juneteenth with the same enthusiasm you celebrate July 4th.
Am I okay with celebrating the end of slavery? Yes, especially since Republicans are the ones to thank for that. Am I okay with erasing the 4th of July and replacing it with Juneteenth? No, I'm not. Glad I could clear that up for you. Conservatives are not the ones who are racist. I know liberals love to claim that we are, and they claim that because we aren't okay with the 4th of July being replaced with Juneteenth, that somehow makes us racist. Yet they get weirdly quiet when we start talking about the 10 million black babies that have been aborted since Roe versus Wade, and how conservatives are actually the ones who are speaking up for them. Weirdly quiet when we start talking about that, because that's an inconvenient truth for the liberals who claim that conservatives are racist. Not going to talk about that though. Don't worry. Just wanted to clear up my thoughts on Juneteenth, since a lot of people seem to be confused in the comments. And then there's like the funny people on there who are like, you seem to care so much about this. Like, we don't care at all what you think. Yet they're the ones taking time out of their day to post multiple comments on the video. Thanks so much for the engagement.
Happy Juneteenth, everybody. The time of year where dumbass white people cannot shut the fuck up on how dumb they think Juneteenth is. For a party who calls people snowflakes a day off work, has them just, it's a made up holiday. They're all made up. They're all just countrywide celebrations. It's a countrywide party, and you're literally being a party pooper. Bunch of liberal bullshit. Yeah, we know that celebrating freedom is not your thing. Just this week, you got Adriana Smith in the news, Marines in LA, and King Trump in your fucking throat.
Okay, everybody, a lot of people are going to be saying Happy Juneteenth. It should not be a federal holiday, and I'm on my way to work. Have a good day. A lot of people are going to be saying Happy Juneteenth. It should not be a federal holiday.
Why is it that white people only have issue with two holidays specifically? Martin Luther King Day and Juneteenth. Every time it's Martin Luther King Day or Juneteenth, you guys start getting a complaining. But I haven't seen a single one of y'all complain about Christopher Columbus Day. And I'm gonna explain why I haven't seen a single one of y'all complain about Christopher Columbus Day. 'Cause Christopher Columbus Day is a holiday that was created by white people. And I'm gonna explain why I haven't seen a single one of y'all complain about Christopher Columbus Day. 'Cause Christopher Columbus Day is a holiday that was created by white people. And I'm gonna explain why I haven't seen a single one of y'all complain about Christopher Columbus Day. 'Cause Christopher Columbus Day is a holiday that was created by white people. And I'm gonna explain why I haven't seen a single one of y'all complain about Christopher Columbus Day. 'Cause Christopher Columbus Day is a holiday that was created by white people. And I'm gonna explain why I haven't seen a single one of y'all complain about Christopher Columbus Day. 'Cause Christopher Columbus Day is a holiday that was created by white people. And I'm gonna explain why I haven't seen a single one of y'all complain about Christ You do know Christopher Columbus was a rapist, right? And a mass unaliver, right? Y'all sitting here saying Martin Luther King shouldn't have his own day. Juneteenth shouldn't be its own thing. Hell, you guys sit here and say that Black History Month is racist. White people say Black History Month is racist, but y'all have no issue with Christopher Columbus Day? The mass unaliver and rapist? What does that say about you guys as a whole? What does that say about you guys as a race? It don't make any sense to make these type of videos and not have smoke for Christopher freaking Columbus.
So beside me are some of the screenshots of comments I grabbed randomly so you guys can see what other people said, about these videos. You can please pause to read if you want to. Now, when I tell you that these people are obsessed with Black people, you really need to believe me. And I'm sure some of you know, it is an obsession. For some reason, I saw this coming. I am not surprised seeing these videos. Of course, we know Charlie Kirk. I'm not surprised. Some of these white people in the comment section were like bold and yeah, it is not a holiday. No, take it away from them. No, cancel it. No, stop it. Blah, blah, blah. They do not want Black people to have their thing. They don't want them to celebrate anything. And you see them all in the comment section coming for some of the Black content creators who are talking about Juneteenth. Y'all will never stop. I mean, it is a holiday. Why don't you enjoy it? Stay at home. Are you not tired? Just stay at home, relax, see a movie or visit family, friends. So why are you complaining that you've got a holiday? What is wrong with people? I don't know. Of course, we know when it comes to Black people, you see them reacting. You see them coming out on social media very bold. I can't. Anyways, you guys, I thought to bring these videos here. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. Have you seen that post before now? Let us know in the comments. And thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, share, comment, and of course, come back for another one. I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. Y'all stay blessed. Bye.